Hello, Cyclone fanatics. I'm Chris Williams. He's Tron Smith. We're talking with Tron today here at Wilson Toyota of Ames, right here on South Duff Avenue. Getting ready, big weekend, Tron. The Huskers are coming to town, and on top of that, we got to give props, a shout out. Denny from Clear Lake, the legendary Cyclone caller, comes in yesterday, buys himself a nice Highlander, huh?
Hey, and you know what? First thing he said, it's got to be Cyclone red. You know, no, he wouldn't take any other color.
Hey, you know what? That's Denny. That's Denny for you, man.
Guy's just a great guy. Anybody that has if you haven't met Denny, when you see him, you go up and you shake his hand and see if you can't get him rattled about some Hawkeye stuff.
Well, Denny will be cruising in that 2010 Highlander coming to Ames on Saturday. Hopefully Denny stops by the Wilson Toyota of Ames, CycloneFanatic.com pregame show, where, Tron, this thing's gone over so well. Ratings are through the roof. They gave us an hour and a half this week.
They're going to put up with us for that long?
Hour and a half.
Oh, man.
11 to 12:30. We'll be in S1. Right after that, we're going to run on over by the Jacobson building, where we're going to give away 5 free student tickets. One of them has already been spoken for via Twitter.
3 of them have already been spoken for, because I've been contacted by 2 students already, and you know.
Is it going over well?
It's very well. And you know what? I'll tell you this. Kudos to Matt and those guys and Jason for stepping up last week. 250 tickets they put out last week. Yeah. Now, you know what? That's big time.
Yeah, man. It was a good time, and a lot of people, email say, hey, I took my kid to the game for the first time. One of those deals. You got Cyclone fans for life.
It was great. It was great. You guys see those guys, make sure you walk up to them, shake their hand, tell them thank you, because that was huge. That was stepping up in a big way.
Stop by Lot S1 from 11 to 12:30. Say hi to Tron and myself, and then we're going to go over with the Cyclone Tundra and all. And we'll be right by the Jacobson building. Right when we get off the air, we always zip on over there, and we'll be handing out the free tickets and whatnot, courtesy of Wilson Toyota. Now, Tron, a guest lineup, as far as I know, on Saturday we're going to have Eric Heft, Cyclone Radio Network. Top of that, we will have Jay Chapman from the Cyclone Gridiron Club. Going to hear what's going on there. I believe Steve Sipple from the Lincoln Journal-Star is going to stop by, and you and I are going to have some arguments, not necessarily arguments, but constructive conversations about Nebraska fans who live in Iowa.
And you know what? This is going to be a good time and a big week for both the guys in Lincoln and the guys here.
Yeah.
It's going to be kind of a somber feeling too, because this will be the last time that we'll see this. See this game.
It's a bummer. Let's just let the cat out of the bag. You played some ball at Nebraska.
Yeah.
You got a history with this Husker program.
Yes, and it's a great program. And for me, it is bittersweet, because I'm looking at this going, hey, we're never going to see this game again. But then the other side of me is going, I never have to hear people come up to me and say, who you taking?
Well,
so
on top of it, who are you taking for Saturday's game?
Well, here's the thing. I have a gut and a heart. I have both. So I'm going to give you both sides.
Okay.
Here's the deal. My heart is telling me I'm buying into Paul Rose. I mean, the guy is, he's done it all. I watch him 2 weeks of just being slaughtered. He gets these kids ready. They've won 2 in a row. So my heart's saying, you know what, you got to go with the Cyclone. But my gut in reality is saying, ooh, the Big Red's coming. I mean, it's basically what I'm saying.
So
I'm taking the Huskers. I'm sorry.
The line is at like 20 right now. Does your gut, your head, does Iowa State play within 20?
They play within 20.
Okay.
You know what? I'm hoping it's a good game. I will tell you this, though. If that team that showed up in the first half last week shows up this week, we're going to be in trouble. We're going to be in trouble quick.
I'm just scared to death of Nebraska's running game and Iowa State's front seven. Now, Iowa State's defense has improved a lot. They gave up less than 300 yards last week, but it was against Kansas. This is a whole different ball game. In Nebraska, what they do, I don't know if you saw what Ben wrote on our site earlier this week, but they run the football in so many different ways. And Coach Rhodes actually acted out their zone read to me the other day, Tuesday night after practice. A lot of teams are running that style of offense now, but Nebraska does it in a different way to perfection. Taylor Martinez is the perfect quarterback in that system. And then what scares me the most is, okay, Roy Helu, let's say he goes down. Oh, you funnel in Rex Burkhead. Yeah. I mean, they've got so many different ways to pound the football, and I'm not sure Iowa State's defensive line can hold it.
I don't think so. Just watching all season, and don't get me wrong, Wally's done a great job with this defense, and they're playing. But their biggest problem is tackling. You miss these guys on first contact, it's over.
Well,
I mean, what did Roy have last week? 309 yards rushing?
Yeah,
he had more than Kansas had as a team.
He set a Nebraska rushing record, which is insane when you think of all the names who have run the football around Memorial Stadium in Lincoln a few times.
You know,
Lawrence Phillips, Johnny Rogers. That's a pretty impressive feat.
Don't forget Amon Green and Calvin Jones.
Oh yeah, Amon Green. Forgot about that.
Yeah, isn't it crazy? You start throwing out backs and you forget those kind of guys. But you know what? Here's the deal. You know, Columbus, we're gonna have to show up. We're gonna have to show up as fans and make sure that we're there and make sure that we're showing apart. You know, one thing, Nebraska's gonna travel well. You know, let's not see more Nebraska fans than you see Cyclone fans.
I hate that "Go Big Red" chant. I just hate
You're probably going to get it, though. You know.
Oh, I guarantee I'll get it, and I just hate it. This is the thing I don't think enough people are talking about going into Saturday, Tron. It's all about how Iowa State's defense will stop Nebraska's offense, right? What about Iowa State's offense? To me, that's the key. The defense is going to give up some points against the Huskers. The offense has got to go out there and click Texas Tech style in order for Iowa State to win.
And you know what? Let's talk about last year. Let's talk about that game last year. Let's not forget, Nebraska's biggest Achilles heel is the fact that they fumble the ball, and they fumble a lot.
Yeah,
so
they still do.
There you go. That's what I'm talking this year.
Yeah.
You know, last year we just happened. We're going to have to capitalize on that. We're going to have to get our offense is going to have to click. And the key to it is we have to stay in this game. If they get out, it's over.
Well, Taylor Martinez puts it on the ground a lot. Roy Hell, who's done it his entire career. So I think maybe Nebraska comes out on their first possession. They drop the football. That's what it's going to take. I mean, I think Iowa State's got to win this turnover battle by like 3, and you got to play flawless on the offensive side.
And you know they're coming in here with a chip on their shoulders. And you know what? It's a tough week for me, but it's nothing like getting ready for a real good football game. And that's what I hope it's a good game.
Yeah.
You know, that's it. I hope it's not a Oklahoma or a Utah showing here.
Call your shot right now. There's 3 games left. I think we both agree Iowa State will get one of the 3 at least. Do you think it'll be Colorado?
I think that's the easiest pick. But, you know, I had the opportunity last night to watch that Nebraska-Missouri game. There's a lot of things to exploit in that Missouri team. Mm-hmm. Now, I don't know if we have, you know, if we can do it, but if we can, I think Missouri, you know, of course, Colorado's the easy pick. You know, I'm looking at all 3 of those teams saying Colorado's probably our win. But, you know, let's not count out Missouri.
I think Iowa State matches up with Missouri a lot better than they do Nebraska. This game, I haven't liked this game all year. It's just a matchup. I don't have a good feeling about it. And
I want it to be close, though,
I think that 20-point line might be fairly accurate, too. And that's what I still think I think Iowa State will cover because I think that line is pretty high. But I don't think it's asinine to have it be at that spot.
I don't think so. I don't think that they're far-fetched. But, you know, here's the thing. This game is going to have to stay close. You know, if we see the team we saw last week in the first half, it's going to be ugly, and it's going to be ugly quick.
Tron, Fred Hoiberg era unofficially kicks off tomorrow night, Hilton Coliseum. I know you might have some family stuff to be, so you might not be able to be there, but it's still an exciting time, isn't it?
You know what? I'm excited. I'm ready to go. And me and Chris, you know, we've been talking. It's basketball season. We're going to get ready to try to give away a 2011 Camry again this year.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Is that cool? You know what? You tell your wife to come out. She's eligible. You're not.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask. Is the family eligible? She's obsessed. She just loves the Camrys, much like Denny from Clear Lake loves Toyota Highlanders. Denny, if you're watching, I want to see that bad boy on Saturday. So swing by the tailgate, and I want to go look at it.
You know what? And I think you should take me and Chris for a ride.
There you go.
Do you think we deserve that?
We need to get a picture, get a video of Denny from Clear Lake in his 2010
I'll definitely have a picture. Hey, you know, thinking about basketball, are you going to make it to the game tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll be there tomorrow for sure.
What are we expecting, Chris? You give me the inside track. Are we? How do we look?
I don't know. I think things have gone better than a lot of people would expect. You're going to see a perimeter-oriented basketball team, though. I will say this. If Deontay Garrett, Jake Anderson, or Scott Christopherson get an injury at any point this year, it could turn into a long season. But as long as those 3 are ticking, just think about it this way. When you add Melvin Ejim and Jamie Vanderbeek into the mix, there's not a whole lot of depth. There's going to be some chemistry on that team. I think all those guys are going to play together very well. But again, they're about as deep. They're not deep at all. So one of those backcourt guys gets injured, we're going to have a long season. But I think that Deontay will average 17, 18 points a game this year, and I think the other 2 will complement him very well.
And I think it'll be a good season. And the other thing, let's not forget, women's basketball starts tonight.
Yep, starts tonight. They got a Minnesota State Mankato, I believe.
You know what? Let's show up. Let's show up and support women's basketball. Are you kidding? These girls are good. You know what? We had an event here. We got some pretty tall girls.
Oh, yeah. The thing is, Bill's front court this year, really, it's just untapped, the potential that they have. People have no idea across the country. By the end of the year, we could be talking about one of the top front courts in all of America.
I agree. But you know what? We need to come out and support these girls. Come out, be a part of it. Yell, chant. You know, we got women's basketball tonight. We got men's basketball tomorrow night. And we got the Big Red coming into Ames, Iowa on Saturday. So why not? You should be excited. I'm excited. Are you excited?
I'm pumped up. And if you hear somebody doing that stupid Go Big Red chant, tell them to shut up on my behalf. Tron, it's been great talking to you today.
It's always a pleasure.
We will see you on Saturday, 11 to 12:30, lot S1. Then Tron and I, we shuffle on over to the Jacobson building where we're going to give away our 5 free student tickets on behalf of Wilson Toyota. And you can come and get your picture taken with the Cyclone Tundra. All sorts of great stuff happening Saturday. Tron, we'll see you then.
We'll see you then, Chris.
All right, thanks everybody here at Wilson Toyota of Ames today. We're talking with Tron. Get ready for hoops the next 2 nights. Big Cyclone football contest on Saturday.